Alright, so let's do a bit of updating on the landing page here. So I want to get into that in this video. Alright, so first thing that I want to do is, I would say, I'm considering to make one of these sticky. So I don't know, but I don't like when this fills the whole entire page or whatever. And I may push this up a bit because I am now working on this machine and it's way down. I prefer not to have it cover the entire screen, but because we want to know where we're moving into, so that's something that I'm going to do. So might as well. So that would be in carousel. It's taking a minute to open. Let me just close some of these, and all we have to do is just get the aspect ratio up, or I think it's up here, and look at it now. Alright, there we go. So I want to pull it up just a bit more, and so that we see what's coming afterwards. So alright, there we go. So we know that feature stories are coming, so all we have to do is just scroll down and we'll see what's there. I want to get rid of this background here, so that's what I'm gonna do now. I want it to be blank, so we don't have any background showing there, and that would be in featured story. So this is why I like components. All we have to do is just go into that, and we get whatever we want. So here, all we have to do is to cut all of these. So again, I'm just gonna select all of them because that's what gives us that color. We want it to be a card, but we don't want it to have that default color. So let's now look at this, and there we go. It's gone, but I missed one of them, so let me just grab that one that I missed. I think that will be the first one. So let me just get rid of that. Let's look at it. There we go. So now we only have images and the read more button, which kind of looks a little bit off. Probably could change it. Let's see what kind of button it's a default button, UIkit button. I don't know. We could make it second. We could make it primary. It doesn't really matter. I could make it secondary actually, because that will align with the color that the school will have. So I could make it secondary, so that will give it that dark color. Should give it that dark color. We seem to not. So save that again. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be working, but that's fine. It's not a big deal anyways. Perfectly fine. Get into something more important. Okay, so let's look at these. So let me just switch up some stuff in here. So that would be, and this is probably, I should have had a better naming conventions for these, because now I gotta count. So this would be first section. Well, I think this would be second section. There's no first. Feature story would be first. This one would be I don't know, view your programs. Does high schools really even have programs? I don't even know. I'm not even sure what they have. Subjects, whatever. What I am going to put a button here. That's gonna have a class of UK button and UK button secondary, which seems to not be working. What I'm gonna do is just put the same text here. I think it's probably because of the type of or the version of the UIkit that I'm using. So sometimes it really messes up because they're using, probably because they're less, and I normally just use the default one or whatever. So not 100% sure, but it's totally fine. It's not a big deal. I'll pretty sure I'll figure out uh, a way to fix it eventually. So apply now. This would be this button. And the reason why I say that also is when we save this, you can see that it's working the way that it should. But normally with UK buttons, I think what happens is that they normally go in straight caps. So that's why, and this is not in straight cap. This is the way that I type it. So that you can see the difference here. I think it's because of where it is also, depending on if it's in a section or if it's in a card, maybe the style changes a bit. So that's something that we put into under consideration as well. The BRHS experience is something that we're going to, I don't know how we're going to do this, but we could have some images, like card of images. So let me just go to getuikit.com, and at UIkit, I think there are some ways that we can lay out images. So that may be something that we can do for that. So the it's not slider, it's tab knobs, and we have the images here. So this is it. So let me just look at the markup here, and we have them vertically as well uh, as horizontal. So what we can do is just copy these, and just paste them. That will be the second, and that's just the third here. No, actually, yeah. So it's the VRHS experience here. So right in here, where we have this, I can just get rid of this. Let me just get rid of all of it. Paste that right there. So we have a UL and an LI, LI whatever, and we can have a button that says View All or View More, I guess. Why do I always type like that? And I'm just gonna just grab the image. The link for the image. So let me just go ahead and paste that right here. And the next one is here. And let's look at it in the browser. So now we have some images here. So we may want to put some space in for this. But now we'll have like just some images that you can click on and probably go to uh, whatever experience it is. So I'm gonna get rid of this comment, not this comment, this header there, and I'm just gonna push this down, tidbit, and add just another one. I'll change this from put this one there, so it doesn't have the same thing. So let's say we just have four. Uh, Let me just put five. Let me just grab this one. And look at it in the browser. Jump to a different line, which I didn't want. So let me just remove that one. It's totally fine. It's not a big deal. So 4 is okay, and we'll decide how we can format it uh, differently. So I want to change this to UK margin and see if that helps with the margin all around. So it didn't help. So let me just let that remain how it was, and I'm just gonna break here. Alright, so there we go. So you can see that we have this little space, and this will be a link, obviously. So I probably can just turn that into an A tag, which will have the href of going nowhere. So that's that. I want to put a slider for the announcement, so we can get rid of pretty much all of this here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the featured stories, and everything that's here, I'm gonna copy everything that's here. And this is what this is gonna be our slider, but probably gonna make it a bit much smaller. So everything is gonna come in here, and then I'm gonna go head over to UIkit, and over at UIkit, I wanna get the one that makes it the slideshow, I should say, which makes the slideshow run automatically. So just find that one. So the autoplay here, so UIkit slideshow autoplay true. I'm gonna grab the whole div, and this is a slider, so I may have to just grab this div here, and all I have to do is just change this to UK slider there, and I think I wanna wrap this instead of putting it in the same div. I'm just gonna wrap this in everything in here. So from here, bring this up, and I'll just paste it right there, and now that should give us some sliding. So check this out, and it doesn't seem to be working. Oh yeah, now it's working. So you can see that it actually does work. Uh, but I think that's whenever we are not in the view port. So if the cursor is there, then it's gonna stop it for you to focus on it. But if it's not, but I want to get rid of these buttons, so we don't want any of these buttons. So let me just get rid of all of them. All those buttons are going to be removed. The title does not show all that great. I can change that, but I'm gonna change this to 2, so I only want 2 on each of these. So let me just go ahead and change that to a half there. So now we'll see only 2. So now we can have a better view when it actually changes. So yeah, so that's cool. Let's now move on to the next thing, and I want to get rid of this background. It's probably gonna be dark, not dark. It's gonna probably just gonna blend into the background of this. It's probably gonna be white in a sense. For the admissions, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that just yet. For this section area here, still don't know this. I think this will be the persons who are affiliated with the institution, but for now, that's fine. But I want to touch on the footer, so let me just change some stuff in the footer. Okay, I'll head over to the footer component, and I want to change these components. So for the first one, I'm gonna add telephone. So telephone, and then I don't know. Just gonna put 555, 555, 555. I don't know. That's that. No, I don't like this one, and I don't like that either. So let's just count. That's 7 numbers. Put an email, and we can add this as a link, which is gonna go mail to. I don't even remember if this is how it actually. I don't remember how it actually works, but I don't know. I'm just testing it out now. But it's something of the sort. So let's say this is BRHS, our contact at vrhs.com. It wasn't .com. It was .edu.jm. And from doing that, then makes sense. I just put that there. So yeah, I'm missing a number here. Just put one. So that's that. I can separate this. So that's that. Here I can have something like, I don't know, fax. Yeah, a fax number. Fax number would be, I'm just gonna put the same thing because I can't bother to type everything here. And I need to also put this in here. So that should be that. Next thing I want to add is just like an apply link, and I don't know, probably application form, and I guess we could put like, I don't know, public safety, apply application form, and I don't know, subjects. That's what high schools have, and these links are totally fine. That should be saved. So let's look at it. So we have this, which is pretty okay so far. In a sense, they're not really aligned to the best. So let me just let them look better, since I decided that I wanted to have them inline. And this one we can put it for last. And now this should look a whole lot better. So you can have them somewhat of the sort like this. So they're like a pyramid in a sense. So that looks a whole lot better. Haven't decided what we're gonna do with this just yet. And we have our announcements and stuff like that. So we reach a pretty good way with this home page here. So we have a pretty good landing page. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.